Good morning, Bongbong. Good morning, or good day, or good night. Wherever which part of the world you are, it's your Islander girl here, Alberta, coming to you live again with day 12 of Gratitude Challenge. So to those doing it with me, thank you so much. And also thank you to all those that have been supporting me through this challenge. So to those new to my page or my family and friends, my name is Alberta. I'm originally from Bougainville in Papua New Guinea, but I'm currently running my online business from Melbourne, Australia. I'm a mom of 3 boys. I'm also a healthcare professional, a wife, and a proud digital business owner and a business coach. So that's just a little bit about me. I've been in this journey for the last 2.5 years. I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit about this business, and I love what I do. So that's all I can do. I enjoy it. So one of the things that I challenge myself with is 3 times in a year or 4 is the gratitude challenge. So this year I decided to start this year with challenging myself with gratitude, and also challenging my followers and my families and friends on my personal page as well. Day 12, magical people who made a difference. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lightened the flame within us. Every one of us has received help, support, or guidance from other people at particular times in our life when we needed it most. Sometimes another person alters the course of our life through their encouragement, guidance, or just being there at the right time. And then life goes on, and we tend to forget those times when one person touched us or changed our life. Sometimes you don't even realize the impact a person had until well into the future. When you look back on your life and realize that a particular person was pivotal in magical changing the direction of your life for the better. The person may have been a teacher, a coach, an uncle, an aunt, sibling, grandparent, or any family member. They may have been a doctor, a nurse, or best friend. For me personally, I don't really have a nurse in the family, but I have teachers, I have accountants, we have a lawyer, we have I think 50% of our family is like teachers. So those are teachers that I have seen or are growing up. And also doctor. I've never had a nurse. I don't know why I did nursing, but some things in life you are inspired by another person and then you continue to do it. So I always think, why did I do nursing? Was there someone in the nursing nursing, because I get scared of seeing blood. I get scared of other things, but I think things change as you grow into an adult, and also when you grow older. That fear comes out of you. They may have been the person who introduced you to your current partner or to a particular interest that became one of your greatest passions. Maybe they were someone you didn't even know. and they appeared in your life very briefly, performing a random act of kindness that touched you to the core. My grandmother gave me my love for books, cooking, and the countryside. By sharing her love of those things with me, all of them affected and changed the course of my life. Cooking became a passion of mine for over 20 years. My love of books eventually led to me becoming a writer. And my love of the countryside has influenced where I've lived throughout my life. Yeah, I believe where I live as well is was influenced by where I grew up, because I grew up most of the time in the countryside. Also in Buka, we're far from this town. Also, I lived with my part of my life in Rabaul. We also live in the Binding side, which is further away from Rabaul and Kokopo town. And so I think that has really influenced me to live further away as well from the city here in Melbourne. So we like, I love the mountains and the forest, yeah, mountains and forest, and the lakes and the rivers. Stan, yes. My grandmother also disciplined me with a steel hand to say thank you. Can I say hi to them? So what are you doing?
Helping Daddy.
Helping Daddy?
Yes.
Do what?
To do some fixing stuff.
You're fixing stuff?
Yes.
What stuff are you fixing?
Cutting the grass.
Cutting the grass, yeah.
And fixing the house.
Cleaning the house, okay.
Oh, fixing the house.
Fixing the house, okay. All right, thank you. Thank you for that, Stan. So Stan is helping out. Stan is helping Dad and the brothers to clean the house and fixing stuff in the garage. My grandmother also disciplined me with a steel hand to say thank you. At the time, I thought she was just teaching me to be polite. And that's me as well. When I grew up with my grandma, she used to say, you must always say thank you. You must always say please. You must always say excuse me. And I thought those words just to be polite. That's how, as a little child, that was what I thought. And maybe most of us did as well, and you as well. It was only later in my life I realized that teaching me to say the magic words was the greatest gift my grandmother ever gave me. She is not alive anymore, but I continue to be grateful for her, for the huge influence she had on the course of my life. Thank you, Grandma. Today, you're going to think about the magical people who have impacted your life. Find a quiet place alone sometime during the day today. And sit down and think of 3 extraordinary people who have made a difference in your life. Once you have your 3 people, work with one person at a time and talk out loud to each person as though they were present, telling him or her the reasons why you're grateful to them and how they affected the course of your life. So make sure you do this magical practice with all 3 people in one session, because it will take your feeling of gratitude to a far deeper level. If you split up the magical practice throughout the day, you will not feel the same depth of gratitude nor receive the magical result. Here's an example of what you might say. Sarah, I want to thank you for the time you encouraged me to follow my heart. I was lost and confused that day, and your words touched me and lifted me out of despair. Because of what you said, I found the courage to follow my dream. And I moved to France to work as an apprentice chef. I am living my dream and I couldn't be happier. All because of what you said to me that day. Thank you, Sarah. So if you look back, I just want to share this. If you look back, the type of job and the type of profession that you got as well, and the type of passion that you got was actually from someone you grew up with or someone you met along the way that has really inspired you to do more. So some of us, whatever we grew up with or we became was the influence of someone we were related to or someone who may have come across our life growing up. So you too should really analyze that and be grateful for that. It's very important that you say the reasons why you're grateful. And you can't say too much. Instead, the more you say, the more you feel, the more amazing the results. You will see the magic explode in your life from doing this practice. It numbers amongst the most powerful acts of gratitude you can ever perform. If you're not in a position to talk out loud, then you can write down your words to each person and address them as though you are writing a letter. When you have completed this practice, you will feel a huge difference in the way you feel. The evidence of gratitude's power working is always that first and foremost, it makes you happy. The secondary evidence of the gratitude's power is that you attract wonderful things. And as if all of that wasn't enough, the happiness you feel after practicing gratitude also attracts more wonderful things, which will make you more and even more happier. That's the magic of life. And that's the magical power of gratitude. Wow, that is amazing, amazing. And I'm really grateful because today I'll be meeting, some of our family members who have really impacted our life as well. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to have time with them as well. Magic practice number 12. This is the practice that you do today. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Read your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2, find a quiet place alone sometime during the day today and make a list of 3 people who made a difference in your life. I really love this part. Number 3, work through the list one person at a time. And while talking out loud, tell each person the reason why you're grateful for them and exactly how they affected the course of your life. And number 4, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Wow, so that's amazing practice today. Day 12, I'm sure you are doing it. And today will be a really, really important one again to be grateful for 3 people, only 3 people, maybe your grandma, maybe your uncle, maybe your brother, maybe your classmate, your workmates, or someone who just came across you and gave an advice to you. Think through how your life has been, and look back at the people that have really influenced you in your life. So today I'm super grateful, because I'm really grateful for two of my aunties and my uncle, who has been really people that have inspired me a lot in life. And I'm super grateful that I'll be having two of them visit me today. So that's one of the most amazing things that I'm doing. What's that?
Helmet.
What are you doing?
Trying to go in the small box to helmet to go safety first.
Safety first.
Yeah, to go in the small park.
Go in the small park.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Stan is just sharing, in Melbourne. That's one of the things I realized in Sydney I didn't see, but in Melbourne, before you ride a bike or scooter,
them, Mommy.
I'm telling them that I'm just educating them.
Just show them.
Oh, show them. Yeah. So this is Stan's helmet, and Stan is always going with safety first.
Yeah, like Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. So before he even rides his bicycle, he must always wear a helmet, right?
Yes.
That's just a little thing that Stan always reminds us of, is safety first. Yeah. And who did you learn that from?
Auntie Roxanne.
Huh?
Auntie Roxanne.
Auntie Roxanne? Wow, she learned it from Auntie Roxanne in Sydney. She said safety first. So Auntie Roxanne, shout out to you. Because Stan is saying that, because he's always reminding us that safety first, must always wear your helmet when you ride your bicycle or scooter in the park.
In a black, in a white truck.
Or in a truck.
In a white toy, in a white toy truck when I can drive to.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Stan.
But I don't need a safety first in the white truck.
Safety first.
I don't need it in the white truck. I can drive by myself.
In the truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I can drive by myself in this.
All right. Thank you for telling us. All right. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the inside. Thank you again. I hope you're doing the challenge with me, and you're staying safe as well with your families, and spending your time with your families this weekend. Make sure. Hi, Jenna. Oh, I can't see your comment. Not sure why. But good morning to you from this side. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for doing the challenge with me as well. So with that, Melbourne is so hot today. It's gonna be I think the hottest day today in Melbourne. So keep cool if you're based in Melbourne. Make sure you stay in the cold area or hide yourself from the sun. And yeah, if you're swimming or you are going to the lake, be safe out there wherever you are. So with that, thank you so much. I'll see you guys. I'll